The last man standing with the WWE title on his hands was me, Alberto Del Rio. There's no one better than Alberto Del Rio in WWE, so you better get used to see me as a WWE champion for long. I'm powerful! Long. I'm rich! Long time.
Berto, I hate to interrupt anybody when they're talking, but I never received my one-on-one title shot after you cashed in your Money in the Bank contract on me. You got the cojones to put the title on the line against me?
Losers don't deserve title shots. Why don't you come and see me when you do something right?
Executive Vice President John Laurinaitis gave CM Punk the opportunity he was waiting for.
CM Punk will face Alberto Del Rio for the WWE Championship if CM Punk can defeat Mark Henry.
If Punk can land the elbow here, Jerry, this could be over. Punk, elbow to the heart. And there's the WWE Champion Alberto Del Rio, his personal ring announcer Ricardo Rodriguez. But he sent Rodriguez to the ring, and Rodriguez is pummeling away on Mark Henry.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match as a result of a disqualification, Mark Henry.
CM Punk is livid. I believe what it means is that Punk doesn't get his title opportunity at Survivor Series.
Later that night,
Wow! Alberto Del Rio is knocked out cold.
CM Punk took matters into his own hands.
It's a simple yes or no answer.
What do you say? What do you say?
And I'm not gonna let go until you say yes to giving me my match at Survivor Series.
Can I have a match at Survivor Series? You have your match! Oh, no.
Following contest scheduled for one fall is for the WWE Championship. Please welcome at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, per the request of the challenger, I would like to introduce CM Punk's personal ring announcer, WWE Hall of Famer, Howard Finkel.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the challenger from Chicago, Illinois, weighing...
Ladies and gentlemen, the 50-year history of the WWE Championship. The title has changed hands here in New York on 15 occasions. More than any other place in the entire world. Will it happen tonight? And see. Alberto Del Rio has had a magical year. He began the year off by winning the largest Royal Rumble in history. He also won the Money in the Bank ladder match and then cashed it in at SummerSlam to win the WWE title.
Oh, wait a minute. You know you have to keep an eye on Ricardo Rodriguez because throughout this entire magical year that you speak of, Rodriguez has been there creating shortcuts for Del Rio. And I don't think that's befitting of a champ.
You know, CM Punk enters this match a 4-time world champion and a 2-time Money in the Bank winner. In fact, he's the only man to win it 2 years in a row.
Oh, Cole, look at that. Now that's how you hurt an opponent.
Tonight marks the 3rd time in WWE history that the Big Apple has played host to Survivor Series.
Yeah, and the last time was in 2002 when Big Show defeated Brock Lesnar for the same prize. CM Punk and Alberto Del Rio are battling over here tonight, the WWE Championship.
Getting back to Survivor Series 2002 for a moment, that night also marked the first ever Elimination Chamber match.
Oh, I remember that. Shawn Michaels will forever hold the honor of winning the first ever Elimination Chamber. He turned back Chris Jericho, Kane, Rob Van Dam, Booker T, and Triple H that night to capture the World Heavyweight title. Wow, look at him go. What a hurricanrana. Keep your eye on this one.
And he's heading back in. Swinging neckbreaker.
And now it is show-off time. Don't waste time gloating here.
The first time this great arena hosted Survivor Series was back in 1996.
And unfortunately, I remember that well. I teamed with a young Triple H, Goldust, and Crush to take on The Rock, Jake Roberts, Mark Merrow, and the Stalker. Let's just say it didn't go so well.
Stalker.
Yeah, is that you in disguise?
King, you may not remember the 1996 Survivor Series fondly, but I assure you the WWE Universe does. Among the highlights were Undertaker defeating Mankind, Bret Hart defeating Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Psycho Sid winning the WWE title from Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, Sid's victory over Michaels was one of the 15 times WWE Championship changed hands in this very arena. That's more than any other vintage talk. CM Punk says he's going to make the WWE Championship interesting again.
What I don't like about CM Punk is the way that he coerced Alberto Del Rio.
Oh, what a counter. Uh-oh. He's in position, ready to strike. Uh-oh, uh-oh. You know, the only thing I agree with Alberto Del Rio on is, I've been rich and I've been poor, and he's right, rich is better.
What? I find it hard to believe that the king of Memphis was once poor.
Yeah, I know that shocks you, Cole, but
Yes, Alberto Del Rio retains the WWE title.
Oh man, Alberto Del Rio's magical year continues.
Alberto Del Rio has had a magical year. He began the year off by winning the largest Royal Rumble in history. He also won the Money in the Bank ladder match and then cashed it in at SummerSlam to win the WWE title.
Oh, wait a minute. You know you have to keep an eye on Ricardo Rodriguez, because throughout this entire magical year that you speak of, Rodriguez has been there creating shortcuts from Del Rio. And I don't think that's befitting of a champion.
You know, CM Punk enters this match a 4-time world champion and a 2-time Money in the Bank winner. In fact, he's the only man to win it 2 years in a row.
You know, the only thing I agree with Alberto Del Rio on is, I've been rich and I've been poor, and he's right, rich is better.
What? I find it hard to believe that the king of Memphis was once poor.
Yeah, I know that shocks you, Cole, but my early battles in Memphis with Jackie Fargo, while great, weren't necessarily sending me to the penthouse.
There's a reason for that. Alberto Del Rio, on the other hand, was born into wealth. His family is among the most wealthy and well-respected in all of Mexico.
CM Punk says he's going to make the WWE Championship interesting again.
What I don't like about CM Punk is the way that he coerced Alberto Del Rio into putting the championship on the line here tonight. Big Show had knocked out Del Rio. Then Punk put on the Anaconda Vice and made Del Rio agree to this match.
Well, remember, Punk never received a one-on-one rematch after Del Rio successfully cashed in his Money in the Bank contract at SummerSlam.
Tonight marks the 3rd time in WWE history that the Big Apple has played host to Survivor Series.
Yeah, and the last time was in 2000. That's it. He's done.
Punk with Del Rio up high, going for the GTS.
Oh, but look at Del Rio. He's not even going for that cross arm breaker. And, woo, watch that roundhouse.
Yeah, but look at Del Rio. Del Rio flips into the arm breaker. Arm breaker.
The arm's locked in. Oh, this puts so much pressure on the shoulder.
Look at him trying to use all the strength and power he can muster to escape this. You know, I've been watching Alberto Del Rio since he arrived here in the WWE, and he's always working the little things, something his opponent never sees coming. That's what's unique about Alberto Del Rio.
What's going to be interesting is that you would have to assume the strategy for both men in this matchup is to work the arms of the other. For Del Rio, it's the cross arm breaker, and of course for Punk, the Anaconda Vice.
And you would have to think that both of these guys are under a lot of pressure. It doesn't get any bigger than competing in the Big Apple.
You know, King, I'm thinking about filing a criminal and civil lawsuit against CM Punk after he injured me this past week on Raw.
Oh, that's great. How does that Anaconda Vice feel anyway?
It's excruciating. I'm in severe pain. It's a miracle I'm even out here tonight.
I'll let you use my attorney. He's a guy where you're considered innocent until proven broke. Later tonight, for the first time in history, known WrestleMania opponents will team up when The Rock partners with John Cena to battle R-Truth and The Miz.
I have a hard time believing, King, The Rock and John Cena will be able to coexist here tonight.
Well, I gotta agree, The Rock and John Cena certainly are an unlikely team, but it's not necessarily a crushing bulldog. It's so hard to game plan for CM Punk, though.
Yes, considering his Muay Thai style, it allows Punk to use his legs, his weapons, as much as his arms.
Yeah, but on the flip side, Alberto Del Rio is a good night. Punk hits the go to sleep. Oh, look at this.
Oh, and a kick out. And look at Punk. Wait.
He's got him.
The Anaconda Vice locked in on Del Rio.
Del Rio maybe hits. Look at this. Del Rio tapping out. We got a new champion. Oh my God. CM Punk has won. What a moment. Oh man. The WWE Championship just being handed to CM Punk.
Here is your winner and new WWE Champion, CM